I have made some bad mistakes in my time, but that's the breaks, and I'll bet I've had way more fun than you.
Okay, what you see here is an old slimline PC laying on my table saw bench top. Apparently, sometime in the last couple months, I saw this sitting on the bench and thought, you know what? Let's take it apart and throw it all over the garage and make it a clusterfuck. So, today I'm going to put it back together and get it out of the way. And luckily, I left myself a few clues. A piece of paper with some scribbles on it. Cables have some black writing on the end I can't decipher. And a case with some screws in it and some chicken scratchings. They're completely illegible. I must have been pretty drunk when I took this apart. So let's see about getting it back together. Okay, we're going to start by getting the board back into the case. That's pretty simple. Luckily I didn't take the CPU or the fan or anything off, so we'll just place it back in the case and tighten down all the screws. Step 1. Okay, next we'll put the power supply back in where it goes. Okay, I think I'll go ahead and plug in these two power supply plugs in case something covers them later. Okay, this little cluster here is a bunch of USB ports, microphone, speakers out, and a bunch of card readers. And it goes right here. So I'm going to figure out where all the wires are for it and get it plugged back in. Looks like there's 4 cables here, and they all look like they only go in one way. I'm going to go by length and how these go back in. Okay, I'm pretty sure this cable goes here. Okay, if I pay attention to my sheet here, I guess it tells me exactly what's what. This is the audio. There's the audio, and that comes across the board to here. Next we have left USB goes here. Next would be the right USB here. This one is marked cards. So I'm assuming it's all these readers on the side. So we'll go here. And the last cluster of pins is marked other, so I don't seem to have anything else plugged into those, so we'll skip those and put this in place. So this is the power switch that connects right here on this front piece, I do believe. And this must be other that plugs in right here. Okay, next I need to mount the hard drive and the DVD drive in this holder. I ended up having two hard drives laying in the mess, and I decided this is the right one because of this little port right here covering it up. So let's slide this in there and mount it. Okay, now we can hook up the cables. I'll assume this is for the hard drive since it's so long, and it says Theta 1 HD on it. And this one is for the DVD player. Okay, so we'll look at the board here, and this one here says Theta 2, and this one right here says Theta 1. So we'll hook those up before sliding this case back in here like this. Oh, and let's not forget to hook up the power supplies. Okay, now let's put in this screw to hold it in place. After we take this back apart and realize we needed to put the RAM in before we put the hard drive in. Okay, I forgot to put the RAM in, so let's see which direction this goes. I really don't know, to tell you the truth. Goes in one way or the other, I'm assuming. The other. There we go. One. And two, I do believe. We'll find out if we get a post beep. Okay, and the last thing I'm going to do is just slide this front cover on. I'm not going to put the case cover on because there's a good chance this isn't going to work because I didn't know what I was doing. Okay, there it is, and I only got 6 extra screws. Well, believe it or not, that little E-machine has come back to life. Only problem is it's only got 2 gigs of RAM, tiny little 300 gigabyte hard drive, and it's just not any good for what I need it for. I need to run dual monitors. It can only run one monitor, and somehow I lost the key off the keyboard. The G key is missing. Let's see if I find that. But just not any good for day-to-day use. So, thanks for watching.